I'm going to show you a blending technique this time using, I'm going to use the landscape kit this time, and I'm using number 8 and number 3, and what we're going to do is we're going to do some blending. So you just open these up. I'm going to pop them back in this tray so I don't knock them flying. Get 2 of the pipettes, and for this you are going to use some glycerine. So just some normal household glycerine. I picked this up from the chemist, and this big bottle cost me about £1.49, so not a lot at all. So you're going to use some glycerine, so I'm just going to literally put a tiny little bit just on there, because a lot of that will go a long way. And for this blending technique I'm going to use some cut and dry foam. So I'm going to I've cut a disc out here, and I've sprayed the back with some of my stick and spray. So we're going to try and do a sort of a night moon scene. So we'll stick that down, and I'm going to use the lighter colour first, and that's all you're going to need. And what you're going to do with your sponge is you're going to go in first with a tiny bit of glycerine, and then go in with some of the colour. Now the glycerine will help the colour to move around the card a lot more freely, unlike distress inks where you're going to be rubbing at the card and you could take some of the colour away. By using the glycerine, it's helping you to blend more easily because it's helping that move around the cardstock. So as you can see, I'm just pulling it out at the moment because I've got a bit too much on there to start with, but a little goes a long way, as you can see. If I move this round again, at the moment this is just bringing in one colour. This is the lighter colour of the 2. Keep dragging a little bit of the glycerine and then some of the ink. And as you bring it onto the paper, just keep everything moving. And then again on this side. Turn your paper around. Don't be afraid to move your paper around to a position that's comfortable for you when you're doing things like this. So all I've done now is blend that all the way over, and as you can see, you've got a nice effect on there which is totally different to everything we've done so far, and you can keep building and building up on this colour as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with another colour now, so I'm going to bring the darker colour in just to show you what the darker colour will do. There, it's far too much, but it just shows you that a little goes a long way. So in with some of the glycerine first, then take some of the colour, and I'm going to come in on the edge, so I'm bringing in that darker colour. So, and that's the beauty of this, you can keep building and building your colour up and blending it, and by using the glycerine on your paper, it's not rubbing away at the paper at all. You're getting a really nice effect. It's just so easy to work with, it's not hard work at all. So totally different technique to everything we've done. So, and it shows a softer technique, but it just shows the versatility of these aqua tints. And then you can go in around the edge and really bring the edge even darker, just to give a different effect. It's probably not even coming out properly on the with the light at the moment. We've got the sun streaming through the window, but I'll try to block it out with some board, but and I shouldn't do that because it's nice to see the sun, but it's not very good for when you're filming. So just keep building and building up, and you can build as much colour as you want onto that. You know, you can give that a real nighttime sky look. Okay, and then when you take the disc off, this is just stuck on with the stick and spray, you see you've got that like moon effect. And then if you wanted to soften that up again, you can go in with a bit of the light colour. Wouldn't even use a lot at all, just to blend over it so it looks a bit like a night sky. So that is using the glycerin for the blending, and that's using two colours, but as you can see they work seamlessly together. So I hope that the camera's picking that up, and bring it up that way. Okay, so that's using glycerin with your aqua tints.